Hi everyone, it's Mr. Smith with what is maybe the last lesson video that I have to record here in the general music room. Well, it's considering they're kicking us out, the teacher's out at the end of today. This will be the last one I record here, but I believe what I'm bringing you is the last material that's new for quarter 4 for the spring. So what we have here are three choices of some final culminating exercises for you to show me that you have learned and what you have learned this year in 7th grade band, because imagine where we were at the start of the year and what we're working with now. Holy crap. We've got students that got first on their Class C and Class B solos at festival, and students that went to honor bands, and kids picking up secondary instruments. And I'm just so proud of everything that you guys have accomplished in this school year, and I'm really, really looking forward to working with you again as your primary director for 8th grade band. I'm so excited for that. So here's what we've got. We've got three choices, and you can choose which one you would like to submit, but you can choose 150, 152, or 154. Now, depending on your instrument, certain ones of these exercises, one of these exercises, I should say, may be easier than the others. And I'm not going to tip you off to which one that might be for your instrument. I'm going to play through all of them on this video with you and go through some things that you may want to take into account when you're choosing which one you're going to submit. But you're welcome to play through all of them with me and sort of get a feel for what they're like. So let's start with this first one. In the blue book, number 150, theme from Tableau. So this is in 6/8 time. Let's start there. We learned about 6/8 time digitally this year. 6/8 time, 6 beats per minute. Not beats per minute, what am I saying? Beats per measure. And 8, note gets the beat. Gets 1 beat. Wow, if you can even read that, holy cow. 6 beats per measure, 8th note gets the beat. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Now notice that I am not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it even says here, allegro. So fast, 6/8, 2 primary beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4, 1, 4, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I would sing do da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can feel that in 2. That's the first thing we got to know about this one. Second thing is we've got first and second ending. So first ending with the repeat back to repeat just goes back to here, right? And second ending again is the same over here. And we've got a first and second ending up top as well. Here's your repeat. And this guy is going back to the beginning. So here's that repeat, and this goes back to the top. And your second ending here. After the second ending, you go on. All right, let's try this. Let's just take a read through it. It doesn't have to be your best attempt, but let's take a read through it so you know how this goes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready? Go. faster. It's your prerogative if you want to play this one, and at that tempo, I'll set it, I believe I'll set it so that you can play it at any speed you want. But there you go, there's your first option. Let's check out option 2. Here's 152. Now start checking this one out while I am erasing. 152, this is going to be more of a scale exercise. All right, so for 152, first thing to notice is that it's in common time, 4/4 time. And the key signature is pretty easy. So common time, that C is the same thing as 4/4. That big, thick C. All right, and the key signature is quite easy. For trumpets, no flats, no sharps, which means that it's the key of B flat. So same as your B flat scale, trombones, tubas, flutes, oboes, percussionists, you're going to have the 2 flats, and then we'll have 1 sharp, I believe, for alto saxophones, 1 flat, I think, for French horns. Not sure on that. So the tricky part, though, is your rhythms. It's going to test your 16th notes and your pulse, your pacing. This has also got to repeat. This guy here. Here's your repeat sign, which goes all the way back to the beginning. It's a long one. So this is maybe the easiest as far as time signature, key signature, but it's the most demanding as far as time and endurance and keeping up. I'm only going to go through 1 time, and I'm going to take the second ending. But if you'd like to, of course, you can rehearse on Smart Music. Here we go, number 152. 1 and 2, E and O, 3 and 4, and that fast. 1 and 2, ready and go. I took the second ending like you heard, but when you submit, you take the first ending, repeat, and then go all the way back into the second ending. So there you go. That's your second option. Third option here is 154. Now check this out while I'm erasing. This has got a lot of our new rhythms that we just worked on about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So this 154 is going to test your dotted 8th, 16th. 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2, and it'll test your triplets. Let's take a look at this one. 4/4 time, common time here, and 1 flat for trumpets, clarinets, bass clarinets, tenor saxophones. So that means we've got some number of sharps, or no flats, no sharps for the alto saxophones, and then I think 3 flats for our concert pitch instruments. So make sure you check out these triplet rhythms. 1, triplet, 3, 4. Here's your triplets. And your dotted 8/16ths are all over the place. You've also got some interesting dynamics. So I suppose I'll do it in order like I just said. So dotted 8/16ths. Here's one. In fact, this whole measure. Remember that if you have 4 16th notes, that is 1 E and a, And if you have eighth note with a dot attached to a 16th note, that would be 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 1 E and There's your division. So what I was thinking about the dynamics. Here's forte at the beginning, loud. And then all of a sudden, pianissimo. So very soft. And here's crescendo, so get louder. And at the end of this first ending, forte. Repeat back to the very beginning. So there's a repeat. Let's see, I'll mark this in red. Repeat to the beginning. And then you've got a second ending as well. So here's your jump to the second ending. Right here. To here. And those dynamics, pianissimo, very quiet. Here's your crescendo. Grow to loud at the end. There's a lot going on with this one. Let's take a run at it. I apologize if I'm cracking some notes here at the end of this video. I've been recording videos for 3 hours and playing trumpet for 3 hours. So maybe you've noticed I'm wearing the same outfit in every video. Let's try it. 1, triplet, 3, 4, that fast. 1, 2, ready. Barely made it to the end of that. I wonder how you did. As always, you can practice on Smart Music. These will be assigned. Your choice of what to submit. And as always, if you have any questions, you can shoot me an email or hop into one of our Google Chat sessions, and I'll be happy to help you. I'm looking forward to getting back in the classroom with you. We're seeing you over the summer. And good luck with these 3 options. Hi percussionists, it's Mr. Smith here with a percussion-specific excerpt of the lesson where you get to choose your own key concept, 150, 152, 154, because your options are a little different, and we haven't done a lot of snare stuff. Thankfully, before this extended break, we reviewed quite a few concepts, and you guys are in a really good place. I'm excited for drumline this summer because it's just going to be an awesome drumline. Your rudiments are really strong, and I'm just excited to get all the 8th graders on, some of the more fun battery instruments. So that'll be good. But let's look at a few things. We're going to start with looking at 151, which is going to cover 13-stroke rolls. And I've got a drum here so you can hear me and sort of see what I'm working with. Now a 13-stroke roll, remember that each stroke, it really has 2 inside of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but times 2. So if you think about it like this, it's really 1 E and a 2 E and then you roll it. 1 E and a 2 E and. Let's try it together. 1 E and a 2 E and. Ready and go. 1 E and a 2 E and. All right. So this guy same as this guy. You will almost always see it written like this. Almost always. Let's try it again with the repeat. So 2 times. 1 E and a 2 E and ready and go. Stop right there. Let's do it on the repeat. Left hand lead. Ready, go. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Nice. Okay, let's just check out the next one. Hopefully it will go. Yes, excellent. Okay, so here it is, except for we've got open doubles instead. So instead of multiple bounce, we've got open doubles. Those 2 strokes each. Listen once. A more traditional, almost colonial style rudiment. Here we go. 151. 1 E and a 2 E and open doubles, go. Two more. Okay, now we've got the 13-stroke roll again. 13 strokes, or 7 singles times 2 minus 1. Hope you're following my math there. But starting on the and of the beat. So we have rest. 1 and a 2 and 3, 4. Try it with me, just those first 2 measures. Measure 1, measure 2. Ready, beginning. 1, 2, and 3, 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Let's try the whole thing. First time through right hand lead, second time through left hand lead. 1 and 2, beginning and go. Repeat left and left and left and left. All right, last one. We'll do open doubles on this exercise. Here we go. 1 and 2, beginning and go. 4 doubles. 4. 4. 4. Repeat. Left. 4. 4. 4. 4. Nice job, everybody. Okay. Let's look at 2 more examples. Now this is not one of your options. This is just kind of a warm-up to get us going here on our PAS rudiments on the snare. Let's look at 2 options for snare for your final key concept. Here's number 152. 152, this one is really pretty tricky. This is a challenge here. Let me erase some of my writing. We are involving a lot of our rudiments that we've learned. Let's go over some of them. So, some important ones to take note of. And there's a lot crammed in here, so we'll go slow. So here is this first one here. And this is, I shouldn't have even done it right there. I should have put it in the box right next to that. So we have a drag here. That drag is the bigger note with 2 two what look like 16th notes sort of leading into it. That's your drag. One bra, two e enda. So it's a quick two shuffle of a note. So at the beginning we have 3, 4, left, right, left, right, left, left. Alrighty? So that's our drag. Okay, I'm going to label these, just so we remember. Right next to our drag is a paradiddle in orange. That is our left, right, left, left, or ABAA pattern of sticking. I'll put it up here. I'm going to spell it wrong. Paradiddle maybe, 2 D's with an L. All right. So that's left, right, left, left. Or opposite, right, left, right, right. That paradiddle pattern. The sticking in this number 152 is crucial. Very important to get that right. And somewhere else we had a flam. Where was our flams? Here at the very end there's a flam. Right here. Flam, where we've got a little grace note going to the note. That's going to be your 2 sticks falling at different, at the same speed from different heights. Flam and 2 and flam and 3 and flam and flam and. Try a few of those by yourself while I get the next spot set up. The last little bit of rhythm that I wanted to make note of is your rolls across the bar. So this looks like, let's see. Five-stroke roll. Okay. So here's 5-stroke in 8th note with 2 hash marks on it, which would be your 5-stroke roll, or 3 doubled minus 1. So if we play, I'll play just this beat and this beat into the next measure. So we have a paradiddle, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. So it's that right, left, right. You can even see the sticking. Right, and in there, left, right. Hopefully you can see that. We got these 5-stroke rolls all over the place. Here's one that goes down here. Also, please pay attention to your repeats. We got first and second ending. We're going to take this very slow and play it together. First and second ending. Ooh. This is kind of hard for me to see. I'm going to do my best here to keep up. We'll go very slow. 1 and 2 and ready and go. Okay, hopefully that was not terrible. When you break it apart and you identify these rudiments, it makes it a little easier. I couldn't speak out loud when I was playing this because every single one of these stickings is off by 1. So it's been shifted over. Or even it's off by a half right here. So it's really hard for me to read the stickings and play at the same time. But in your book, I'm sure it's printed the right way. Smart Music has crammed it together for some reason. Okay, so there's your 152. That's one of your options that you can choose instead of playing mallets, or maybe in addition to playing mallets. I'm not sure what I've decided on yet. Here's your last option. This is 154. Take a look at this while I erase here. 154 is going to involve some triplets. So let's take a look at some of this stuff. Here we've got our flams again. Here's a flam. Which is the little note, almost looks like a grace note. Here we've got a drag to start. Our 2 16th notes. And let's see, we've got our 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 rhythm, dotted 8th, 16th. And then let's see, do they want a 9-stroke roll here? 13-stroke, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you double that, -1 is 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because it's really felt in triplets, this one. Okay, and then careful of your dynamics, just like the wind players have to be careful. Here's pianissimo here, and the first and second endings. Let's try this together. It repeats it back to the beginning, I believe. It's sort of cut off. Here we go. Well, I'll mark one more thing. So this is a 13th stroke roll. This guy here. All right, follow along with me here on the video, or follow along with your book. Snare drum part for 154. Here we go. 1, 2, a 1, 2, ready, and. All right, very good. So those are your options. 154, 152, or 150 on mallets. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, hop in the percussion chat or the Anyone chat on Google Meet. But you guys are all knowledgeable on how to do that. Good luck with this, and I hope to see you soon.